Hello, and welcome to a beginning of a new series that feature animals from the past and present of Ert-454 history. These profiles will have in-depth explanations for ways of living and history. Let's begin. Let's start with the background. Norse Cornu is the first of its kind that was discovered after Contact Day and started the group known as Phyllosaurus meaning hairy wing. Norse Cornu fur isn't exactly fur, but tightly packed feather-like structures that aid in keeping small animals like this one nice and insulated. The further you zoom in, the thicker the coat gets. This trait out of many would carry over for millennia. Diet and predation. Norse Cornu are mostly carnivorous and consume certain fruits often. Norse Cornu commonly eat invertebrates and have been documented that unsuccessful males will go and eat eggs out of others' nests. The fruit is mostly consumed by females as they can be beneficial to their offspring when food is scarce. Their teeth aren't necessarily sharp, but they are fairly blunt and are capable of crushing insects with hard exoskeletons and strong enough to grind and break down tough fruits. During the early terrestrial scene, Loriotil was pretty arid, as well as having foliage in the northern region of the island, which is where it lived. They were not entirely safe in this region, as there were Ramasukians and other large predators that lived in both regions that could pose a threat to Norse Cornu. Norse Cornu anatomy is fairly similar to basal pterosaurs on Earth. Norse Cornu and other primitive species were the beginning of the Phyllosaurus. Norse Cornu do not have powered flight, but are on the path to become the dominant aerial animals of Ert-454. This membrane is relatively thin, but is thick enough to pick up the wind and glide for periods of time. Norse Cornu are capable of changing direction, but aren't the best at it. As you've probably seen in the current time period, some Phyllosaurus still have their tails. Eventually it'll become common to not have a tail and will become vestigial. Life cycle. Norse Cornu typically have a lifespan from 15 to 20 years and usually nest on their home island Loriotil, and rarely ever travel to different islands for breeding and laying eggs. Norse Cornu participate in both polygamy and monogamy mating styles. When males mate with many females, it helps increase their reproductive fitness. When these males are older and still sexually mature, older females will also pick more experienced males to stay with for the rest of their life during the annual mating season. Most families consist of one female, but you can often find a family with a male and female later in their lifespan. One of the most important parts of Phyllosaurus anatomy is their crest, as they use this as their only way of communication. The crest works similar to Earth hadrosaurs, as the crest contains airways that is connected to a separate tube that is also connected to their trachea. I go a little more in depth on how these work in a previous video, but that is how they produce these melodic calls. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. I'm starting to add more variety to my channel, and I hope you join the train to the new age. Don't forget to drop a like and share, and I'll see you in the next one.